Welcome back to Inspire Magazine Podcast. I'm here with Mr. Dr. Naugles. Make sure I'm saying that right. Naugles.
I'm going to give you a pass.
Darren.
Give you a pass.
Okay. Give me a pass. Dr. Naugles. Darren. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Looking dapper.
I'm so lucky to be here, Glad that you able to have me come on the show.
Yeah. I'm glad you know about our show. How did you hear about our show?
Well, I heard about my assistant. Everything goes through my assistant. She told me about you guys' show, the magazine, and she said you got to, really check them out.
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm glad you came out. And tell me about this outfit you have on. I understand that you are a designer.
Well, first of all, I'm a physician.
Okay.
By trade, career. But I was kind of, emergency medicine is my love, but my mom always taught us fashion, and she said, you got to look good in life. So that inspired me to really get a professional look that young men can look up to and say, hey, I want to be like that guy. He's professional, he dresses nice.
Right. So you do emergency medicine. What is that exactly?
Emergency, we do everything. We like the jack of all trades of medicine. Any and everything that comes to that emergency department, we have to be prepared to take care of it.
Wow.
Unlike any other, unlike other professions, they focus on one thing. We focus on everything.
Everything.
Our specialty is life-saving emergencies.
Gotcha. And you went to school here, I understand.
Yeah, I went to Clark, Atlanta. Big ups to Clark. That's CAU Kansas. Woo. I went to Clark, back in the early '90s. I don't want to say my age.
Yeah, you hear that.
Early '90s, mid '90s. I went to Clark when I guess Clark is still a good school, but I went to Clark when it was really a good black experience through the Freaknik,
Oh yeah, that was great.
Daytona Beach, black Daytona Beach. So I experienced a lot at Clark, and then I ended up going to medical school in Boston. So I went from the warm to the cold, 3 feet of snow in April, May,
Right.
And then, I went to Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, and trained at Howard University Hospital at another HBCU institution. So.
And I understand you work with a lot of underprivileged kids here in Atlanta. Or you started a business here?
Well, I started, my wife works for the Children's Advocacy Program. So she kind of does a lot with the kids. My real mission and focus is on healthcare, providing healthcare to poverty-stricken areas.
Right.
I did a lot of when I first finished training in emergency medicine, I went to the Indian Health Service. I actually worked for the government as a medical officer. And for several years, I worked at Indian reservations treating Native Americans. Yeah, in New Mexico.
Right.
It was area in Gallup, New Mexico. It's right between Flagstaff and Albuquerque. So did that for a couple of years, then came back home.
So tell me about your your design.
Well, my designs. First of all, my clothing line is called MD for Dr. B, and it's where style meets distinction to create that professional now. My mom, when I grew up, my father died when I was young. I was probably about 8, 9 years old. My mom raised 5 kids, 4 boys, 1 girl. And, we struggled. Times we had our light bill cut off, water bill cut off. We didn't have the right clothes to go to school. But one thing that my mom did, she bought all her sons a suit. She said, you're going to wear a suit and you're going to wear a tie to church.
And what's her slogan?
She said, in my house, you're going to serve the Lord and you're going to look good
doing it. I like that. That's
so,
cool.
But, my motto in life is enjoy life and look good doing it.
Right.
And so that's what inspired me to create this MD for Dr. B. It's a line, nice shirts, designer shirts, bow ties, cufflinks, and sport jackets.
Oh, and we have a model here tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, sporting something here.
Right.
Cool. And also, you don't want to be bragging, your wife is Lisa Nicole from Married to Medicine.
Right.
This is the doctor.
I was her meal ticket to get on the show.
Oh, look at you. Right.
I made it happen.
That's cool.
I mean, my wife's she's like the business mom. We're a couple and we work together and we consider ourselves as the modern day power couple. And what I mean by that is you got me, as a professional physician, my wife as a businesswoman, and she's like the creative director of my clothing line. She is the designer and creative director of her clothing line,
Right.
the Lisa Nicole collection.
Right.
And she saw something in me, and she said, "Hey, you have a good brand. You're on TV. You're a doctor, professional, and you dress nice. That's your brand, and people are going to follow that brand."
Cool. That's all right. Good. Also, with Inspire Magazine, I think Quadir brought to my attention that he was coming on the show as well. So we're glad you came out today. We really
I'm
are.
glad
And
to.
your style is very nice, and we like that. So where is your store? So I can come there.
So our store is basically, it's the Lisa Nicole collection. It's a boutique at 2115 Piedmont Road in Atlanta. Again, downstairs is the women's boutique and upstairs is the men's lounge. Or you can go to my website at mdproductived.com. It will probably go live next week. But one of the things that with our clothing line is that we have a designer team. And our designer team is out of Turkey.
Oh.
And that's where we get most of our fabric or textiles from out of Turkey. My wife is the one that does the creative design. She looks for my input on designs, fabric, and style. So we have a really good designer team. They're very seasoned. They're very they've been in the industry for several years.
Okay. Great. Well, you see, if you can't find a man's outfit, you have his wife, Lisa Nicole. You can find something there. So everybody has something you can get dressed at. 2115 Piedmont Road. Make sure you check them out. Thank you,
Thank
Doctor.
you. Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on our show. Inspire Magazine Podcast. We'll be back.